Hi everybody, this is Justin Doman with Elite Audio, Video, and Smart Homes of Texas. We're coming to you from one of the projects that we just finished pre-wiring. We're going to walk through the home, show you what we pre-wired for, and how we did it. This system is going to consist of a Control4 brain. It has 12 zones of distributed video. We're using Just Add Power IP technology to run all of our video products. We have 24 zones of matrix video pre-wired. We're going to have panelized lighting, 14 thermostats, front gate control. There's a lot of cool stuff going on here. So if you want to see how this system's wired, feel free to continue watching this video. Whenever we finish this house, we'll do a follow-up video to kind of show you how everything's installed and kind of show you how cool it is. So starting here at the front, kind of turn around, we got a front gate going in. At the front gate we'll have a Control4 door station. By the time this house is complete, Control4 will have a new app that actually rings your cell phone as well as all the touch panels inside the house. That's another thing this house is going to have. Every room will have a touch panel with intercom built in, so we'll be able to talk between rooms and be able to control their system that way as well. We have 8 cameras pre-wired on the outside of the house that I'll show you. All of our speakers inside the house that are getting outfitted right away have green speaker brackets. Helps us line them up with the cam lights, make sure they're in the perfect position. All the wiring we use for our speakers is 16/4 speaker wiring. So out front on the patio we got 2 speakers, and then we have a camera location wired with Cat 6. Coming into the house, our formal living is wired for 4 Klipsch reference Premier speakers, as well as 2 in-ceiling subwoofer setups by Origin Acoustics. We have 14 thermostats in this house. We're going to use Ecobee 4s, as well as touch panels that'll go above all of the thermostats. This is his office. In his office, we do have our TV wiring right here. We have, let's see if you can see it, we have an RG6 and 2 Cat 6 ran to each TV. We go ahead and we shrink wrap and get all of our wires completely prepped for elements. We got sheetrockers that come in, we have drywallers, cabinet guys. A lot of dust and muck is around this house, so we like to make sure everything is good to go. And all our wires are secure. In here we have 2 speakers. We're going to have a touch panel right here, as well as our thermostat. Coming into the master bedroom, we have all of our wiring. This is a trunk for the outdoor system, which we'll show you in a bit. We got 2 speakers in the ceiling above the bed. There's the left, there's the right. We have our TV wiring. come inside the room, around the corner, we have our thermostat, and then we all have a touch panel that'll sit right there. Coming into the master bedroom, we're going to have a 42-inch TV inside this cabinet. It's going to sit right here. We're going to have, once again, our in-ceiling speakers for the main bathroom, and then we have another speaker that is going to live actually inside the steam shower itself. It's going to be an all-weather speaker, so it'll hold up to the elements and really give you some good sound while you're taking a shower. Coming into the exercise room, we have our speaker wires. And we're going to have a 55-inch TV up here in the corner on a articulating mount. That way from our treadmills and elliptical, we'll be able to see everything just fine. Coming into the formal living again, we are going to have motorized shades, as well as security panel on the back door. Back door on motorized shade as well. And then the kitchen will have 4 8-inch Klipsch and ceiling speakers. Coming into her office, we've got our TV wiring as well as a Cat 6 for a wired printer. We got our touch panel. And this room does have speakers wired up high, but we're not planning to outfit those right away. We ran them in case we decide to ever add speakers in the future. Utility room slash dog washing room. We have a speaker up here to kind of outfit this room with a little bit of sound. And we'll go back into the formal living real fast. As you'll notice, all of our lighting loads inside the house all use a single gang box. We're doing a type of form of panelized lighting. We have a keypad dimmer that goes into each one of these locations. And then all of the secondary and third loads go up inside of the closets upstairs. And all those locations will be outfitted with a 6-button keypad with multiple lights on each button. That way you can select lighting scenes and adjust lights without having 4 or 5 switches in each room. Alright, coming upstairs. All of the bedroom upstairs have been wired for speakers. We're not outfitting them, just get them pre-wired just in case we ever want to do them in the future. Each room will have a 55 to a 60-inch TV, as well as a touch panel for intercom and to control the system. Here is one of the closets of light switches. So basically all of these switches are second and third lights around the house or fans. So when we come in, we'll put in our dimmers up here, and they'll talk back to each room whenever a keypad button is pushed to turn the lights on and off. Then to add to the system, we have a Cat 6 wire right here. It'll be used for a Control4 processor, which will sit right next to the lights, allowing the light switches not to have to talk very far to the system. You'll notice some of the rooms have bigger boxes. Where I could, I put in boxes to allow for an in-wall box to hide all of our components in each room. It'll allow my video baluns as well as access points to live behind the TVs to give it a little bit cleaner look and do razor mounts. Some locations we weren't set up for it with the studs, so we did what we could. Up in the ceiling in some of the rooms, you'll see wiring for access points for wireless internet. We have another, this is for one of our sirens. And then this one here is for a Control4 Zigbee access point to expand our system wirelessly without any issues. Another room of speakers, TVs, thermostat. Pretty much every room in the house has the same wiring. I'm just going through and showing you how we did it. Another closet of dimmers with another Cat 6 for a processor for its own Zigbee server. Coming into the guest suite, this room does have speakers going into it. We have our TV going in over here. You can kind of see one of our chunks of wires running everything. We try to keep everything clean. Let's take a look up there. You can see the wiring kind of go, how it follows along. Everything is ran very nicely. We try to keep all of our wires away from electrical. That way we don't have any interference on any of our lines. Coming in here to the closet, we've got yet another huge bank of dimmers, another keypad, or not, sorry, another processor wire for another Zigbee server. Some people don't like the idea of doing all the dimmers. They prefer a panelized lighting panel. You can go either way. My customers, I kind of like to have the ability to change in the future if they ever want to. Coming into the bathroom, we've got another single point stereo up above. Over the formal living, you can actually get a good shot here. You can see the 8-inch speaker bracket, and then just to the side of it, you can see the Origin Acoustics port for the subwoofers that actually live up above. It's a double 6.5-inch enclosure, bandpass enclosure that will deliver really good bass. 2 subs, 4 speakers total. Coming over here, we have another bank of switches. we enter the playroom slash media room. We're going to be doing multiple displays in here. We have a 65-inch Sony 4K going in here. We have a 65-inch 4K going back here for multiple games or children's shows, whatever they want to do. And then on the front wall, we will have a 140-inch Screen Innovations slate acoustically transparent screen. Behind that, we will have KEF 5160 THX reference speakers. So basically, all you'll see is a screen. You won't see any speakers at all, so you'll get amazing, crisp, detailed sound without speakers all over the place. Down in the cabinet below, we're wired for a JL Fathom 13.5-inch subwoofer. Up above, we have our Atmos fronts. We're going to be doing 5.1.4 in here. We have our rear speakers here and straight across. And then coming towards the back, we have our Atmos rears. If you look up above, see if we can get a good shot. It's really far away, so it's hard to tell what all that is. You have a trunk of wires that is probably a good 8 inches thick. Coming into our equipment closet, we're going to have 2 racks. This is all the wiring for our racks. You can see all of our different plates that it comes out of. Basically how it works is we manage all the wires before we feed them through. We cable comb them, get them all ready to enter our equipment racks. That way everything is wire managed perfectly. So we have our video wires, we have our speaker cables, we have our camera cables. Everything comes out of its own specialized little hole, double labeled, wrapped, and then we shrink wrap everything to make sure it's all perfect. Okay, coming back outside, saw our outdoor speakers for the front patio, a camera. We have another camera. Let's see if we can get a better shot. Some light's hard. That will be overlooking the front of the house, the driveway. All the cameras we use are 4 megapixel 1080p 4K cameras. So it just depends on how good of a picture they want. We have a camera overlooking the side yard. We have another camera just off to the side that will be overlooking just the boat dock. That'll have a nice zoom on it. We have all of our outdoor cabling. This is going to feed several zones of audio and possibly video internet. We're going to trench everything down here to the boat dock. Over by that tree, we're going to have a putting green. It'll have 2 Klipsch 8-inch speakers. We'll have a fire pit right here. That'll have 2 more Klipsch 8-inch speakers. They'll be completely independent of each other, so you can listen to the same thing, different things, have different volumes. And then down here at the boat dock, we'll have a wireless access point. We'll also have some, not in-ceiling, but hanging speakers. So we can sit out here, drink coffee, party, do whatever we want, have good sound, as well as internet that comes all from inside the house. So our hanging speakers will literally just mount right up there. visible. We also have an additional Cat 6 wire to run down here if we want to have TV. So in the future, if we ever want to add a TV down here, it'll be matrixed into the system, be able to pull all the sources that live up in the rack. Coming back to the house, we have our back patio. It's going to have a 75, this is going to be built out for a fireplace. It's going to have a 75-inch SunBrite 4K TV. Up above we have 4 Klipsch reference Premier 8-inch in-walls going in. Very efficient, good sounding speakers. Camera wire over right here that is going to overlook the back patio, so if anybody comes around the corner, it'll get them. Anybody comes up from the boat dock, we have the camera there to get them, as well as this one. Have another backyard camera kind of overlook this area right here. We have another sidewall camera to overlook our generators, AC units, everything that's going to be on the sidewall. And then right here we have our demarc location. This is for all of our services, our internet, cable TV, anything they actually want to bring into the house. It goes from there all the way up to the rack to bring outside stuff in. So then also from this location, we will be trenching all the way down to the gate for our internet line, as well as our contact relays to trigger the gate to open and close, ring the doorbell, do all the cool stuff. So I hope you appreciated this video. A lot of work went into this house. It's a rather large system. A lot of cool stuff going on with technology, with Control4, Just Dead Power, Triad Audio, Klipsch. A lot of cool stuff going in here. So stay tuned, subscribe, watch some of my other videos. We got a lot of fun stuff going on this year. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. Check out my Facebook, send me a message. Thank you.